I left my corporate job back in April and I'm currently working on my own startup. In the short term, I'm trying to think of a V1 that makes use of all of the content that's already out there. It gets to be a little bit lonely for me. I do miss the social aspect of work. All the tea that I wanted to talk about. Hi, welcome to this video. What do you guys think of my new wide angle lens? You can basically see my whole hot mess of apartment currently. Just you wait, once I have all the pieces and we do a little apartment makeover, video coming soon, this place will be looking snazzy and it'll be good that it's all in frame. But yeah, welcome to this video. Today we're gonna be doing a work day / days in my life. I haven't done one of these videos since like April or May or something like that, and I missed them. So we're reintroducing them into my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Marsela. I am a software engineer based in Los Angeles, California. I left my corporate job back in April and I'm currently working on my own startup. I'm still very early into this journey, but I have a cool idea on how to improve the way that we shop for beauty products and how we discover beauty products. That's what I'm working on right now, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but the goal for today is that I wanna spec out a V1, a minimum viable product, a minimum lovable product, and along with that, I wanna get some tickets for myself because I need to keep track of what I'm working on. So yeah, that's what the plan is for today. Let's just get into it. Let's talk about what I'm working on. The space that I'm working in is the decision-making process behind buying a beauty product. Like when I want to buy a new skincare product or a new makeup product, I'll look on YouTube for a bunch of reviews of that product. I'll look for unsponsored reviews. I'll look for reviews from people with similar skin type as mine. And I'll look through a bunch of different creators just to make sure I have like a general idea of what multiple people think about that product. This process can be quite time consuming. I have a lot of ideas of how we can improve this. Big idea that I have around this is very capital intensive. I would manage merchandising, shipping, and all that good stuff, and that requires a lot of money to get started, and I don't have a lot of money to kick off a business. In addition to being capital intensive, it will also require original content. Like in the future, I would want original content on the platform that I build, but that also requires money because I would need to pay creators to make content and all this good stuff, which again, I don't have that much of. So in the short term, I'm trying to think of a V1 that makes use of all of the content that's already out there. There's millions of YouTube videos on all sorts of beauty products. So if I can leverage those and make those easily searchable, make that process a little bit less tedious, that is a good initial step without me needing to, spend a lot of money on original content or products. So the initial version would be making use of all the YouTube content that exists, parsing them in some format, filtering them in some format, and displaying that and making that process a lot smoother, and then just linking out to like a Sephora or Target or wherever that product exists. And I'd love to hear what you guys think about it and what your workflow when you're buying beauty products. How often do you find yourself looking for something new? Or is the process of looking for something new so tedious that you often just stick with the same products that you've been using? I'd love to hear more about your thoughts on this and any sort of comment related to this topic. So let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna get to work on figuring out the specs for the V1. Such a clear day today. heated up some leftover soup. I made a task board. I actually ended up using Asana just because I wanted to feel a little bit more like work, and Notion has always just been like fun and play for me. So I made it on Asana, and then I also realized you can have many workspaces in Notion, and I did create a separate workspace and moved like all of my Notion pages about the project into the new Notion space, just so that it could be a little bit separate. Maybe that'll help me context switch a little bit better. Next steps are going to be to get something running locally. I'm going to just try to download about like 10 to 20 videos, transcribe them using Whisper, and see if I can extract meaningful insights from the transcript. I'm giving myself a deadline of next Friday to get a local version of that running. I'll be out of town actually starting tomorrow night, going to SF. Probably won't vlog that, but follow me on Instagram if you want to stay updated, if you care that much. But I'm going up to SF to see one of my college best friends. We're gonna go to Napa. It's gonna be a fun time, but we get back I think Monday afternoon. Limited time, but I'm gonna try to be a little bit more demanding of myself. I feel like I've been pretty lenient with everything over the last few months, and if you watched my last video about getting in a rut, I think I just need to also be a little bit more disciplined and demand more of myself. Obviously balance in all things, but you know, it's still time to hustle. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty sunset today. Maybe we should go watch it. See the cloudage? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good sunset. I'm gonna finish eating so we can go watch the sunset. TTYL. Just got back from watching the sunset. It was so gorgeous today. The clouds really made it. I feel like sometimes California sunsets aren't that interesting because there's usually not a lot of clouds in the sky, but when there is, they're so stunning. I feel so incredibly lucky to live so close to the beach. This is my first time living close to the beach. Definitely feel like this is one of those times in life when we're gonna look back on it and be like, those were the good days. We feel similarly about when we spent time in Santa Barbara. Early stages of COVID, we spent like 2 or 3 months living in Santa Barbara. We always reflect very fondly on those times, and I already know that this era of us living here really close to the water in LA is gonna be one of those. And yeah, so incredibly lucky. I started this puzzle. My mom sent it to us. It's like a little fall scene. It's really cute. I'm gonna do that for a little bit just to like relax, and I'll see you when we make dinner. Hi, good morning. I just went for my little walk. Feels so nice. It really changes the vibe of the whole day if you do and do not go on a walk. I'm brewing some coffee right now. I actually have been using my French press a lot and not my fancy Breville machine. I haven't been really wanting lattes recently. I've been really craving like black coffee with French vanilla creamer. I've been on that kick for like, I don't know, a couple months now. So I've been using my French press. I'm waiting for that to brew real quick. And right now I'm moving a bunch of files from my computer onto my hard drives because I was gonna download one of the models that I need to transcribe the video data, but I have zero space on my computer, even though it's a terabyte of storage. So something that comes with YouTube that is really stressful to deal with. Maybe I should figure out a solution to that, but with the amount of footage you get from just making videos, it's a lot. So right now I'm like moving a bunch of stuff over to my 2 hard drives. There they are, my little baby hard drives. By the way, I link everything that I use for my YouTube channel in my Amazon storefront, so you can find links to like my camera and all that stuff there if you are interested. I really like those hard drives. Rant about storage over. I'm doing that right now and then I'm gonna get to working. Let's go get my coffee real quick. On second thought, I think I want this iced. Let's see if I can do this. Not at all. I was gonna do my makeup, but I figured I will not today because I'm gonna go to Sephora and I wanna get a nice foundation. I don't know which one I'm gonna get. There's the Armani one and I think the Hourglass one, and then maybe the Charlotte Tilbury one. I've never had a fancy schmancy foundation, so I wanna get one of those and I wanna get a color match. So I figured I wouldn't wear any makeup. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work now before I keep rambling. I'll talk to you guys later. I just got some work done. It's around 1 now. I think I'm gonna head out to go to Sephora real quick. I feel like one thing about being like self-employed, I always feel the need to like be working. If I'm doing anything but working, I'm like, you didn't use that time properly. I figured I'd talk a little bit about how I'm working on this project on my own right now. I would love to have a co-founder in the future. My boyfriend's doing kind of a similar thing to me. He's self-employed and he's working on a startup, but he's working with one of his old co-workers, and that's really cool. I like their setup because they get things done twice as fast and they have somebody like believing in that same mission, that same goal that they have. It can be really hard, like that concept of like, am I using my time wisely? Like, should I be spending so many hours building this thing? Like, will people even use it? All these questions. It's hard to know, but it's easier when there's like another person crazy enough to believe in that vision with you. It gets to be a little bit lonely for me. I do miss the social aspect of work, the day-to-day interaction with people. My 2 jobs, my main job is a startup, which is like, it's not making me any money right now. I'm spending a lot of time on it. It may or may not work out. Like, all these things are like hard to deal with emotionally. And then my other job, or like my side hobby that is bringing in some livable income for me, is YouTube, which I also do alone. It's all just a one-woman shop right now, and that can be a little bit lonely, especially on those like just work heavy days. Thankfully, if you noticed, my boyfriend and I have our offices in our living room. Kind of helps that he's there at least. Like, I'm not in my own apartment working on something alone and editing alone and filming alone and doing everything alone. At least he's here. We're not working on the same thing, but we kind of are going through the same processes and same emotions with our own businesses. Another last question before I go to Sephora, I promise, or last thing that I feel like people are gonna ask is like, why aren't you working with your boyfriend? We just wanted to keep things separate, and also it just makes more sense to have two options that could possibly work out for like us in the future. So I think that's all the tea that I wanted to talk about. Let's go to Sephora now. Guys, it's much later. I was kind of foolish to think that I could vlog this day. It was quite hectic, but we made dinner. We made chicken tikka masala. After the supply store, we came back. I packed, took a shower because my hair was looking a hot mess. I'm just plating up dinner right now. And then I think I'll do my makeup with you guys before we go. Try out the foundation. First off, she looks so pretty. I feel so bougie. It looks a lot more natural than anything else I've tried. I think in person it looks really good. 6:30 I think right now, or 6:45, and we need to be out of here by 7:30 on a bit of a time crunch. I think I like the powder. I'll have to wait until the daytime to really pass judgment on it because it's hard for me to like see creases and stuff, right? Also, I'm curious. I don't think I'm gonna vlog in San Francisco this time, but I do end up traveling quite a bit, and I love vlogging my travels because I like having those videos to look back on. But I'm curious, do you guys like watching travel vlogs? Also, I feel like another little hack, travel hack, I always like to do my makeup once out of like my travel bag just to make sure like I have all the things I need before I head out. Finished with my makeup. Merit Blush Die Hard fan here. I'll link it below. I'll link everything I use down below. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Sorry it was a little bit of a chaotic few days. I hope you liked hearing more about what I've been working on. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know I had a lot of questions for you this vlog, so answer all of them down below. Now I need to hurry up and get to the airport, but I'll see you after my trip. Bye.